And this is Bob from Makana Odyssey, and today I'm going to give you a reading for Capricorn. But before I do, I wanted to show you something. I told you we have beautiful things in our shop for sale as well. So a new product we're putting in our shop I want to show you is a mug like this. Is that magnificent? Look at that. That is beautiful, isn't it, that mug? Take a look at that. Oh, hold it steady. There you go. Representing the triple goddess. Of course, my love is the triple goddess. So if you're interested in one of these mugs, give me a call at 321-274-7442, and I'll arrange to get you one. Or come to my shop in Mount Dora at the Reddinger Flea Market on State Road 441, and we'll be able to set you up with one. So I'll give you another look at it. It's all about the triple goddess, but then again, everything is about the goddess. Is that magnificent? It really is. Okay, so that is a product that we're going to be selling in our shop. We have many things to sell in our shop besides the energy healing and the Reiki and all this that we do. We do a tremendous amount of spiritual work. But we're really, really proud of the energy healing that we do in the chakra balancing. It is magnificent in every way. Of course, we're happy about reading cards also. I have someone that reads cards with me now as well, and her name is Christine. From Persephone. She has a business called the Eye of Persephone. So yeah, she's a magnificent reader, and she's there with me on Saturdays and Sundays as well. Okay, and I'm proud to have her there. Okay, so now let's get right to your reading, Capricorn. So I see a bunch of things for you, Capricorn. I do see some victory coming your way, but there are decisions that you have to make that are going to be very important for you to do. Soon you'll be getting some news as well. That's going to be okay news, but just be careful with that. Now, for those of Capricorns that have any kind of legal issue, and whether or not that is a legal issue with the law or a legal issue in some way or another, maybe I say getting even in a sense, or feeling justified, or feeling a sense of okay, things are okay now, even though this happened or this person or situation was bad. That's going to be good for you. So when that legal issue comes up, or if it isn't there now, it's going to be much better for you. I also see new beginnings for you, happy new beginnings. There might even be a move from one place to another, whether it is and a move in a new home or a new place or employment in some way, but it's going to be good. And this movement is going to bring in good things for you as well. Now, the desired outcome that you're looking for is going to be good for you. So if you're thinking of some kind of venture or something of this sort, have faith and it will happen for you, because it is on the rise for good things to happen for you. And in a psychic and spiritual way, some of you are very blessed in a psychic way, and that is going to improve as well. So you have a lot of improvements coming up. However, meditation is the way you have to go to understand these things. Sometimes, even though we have things coming up for us, we don't always recognize them. So if you have plans or dreams or whatever it is, be very vigilant so that you can see opportunities that are coming. I tell people a lot of times to carry a pyrite stone. Pyrite stone is a magical stone in a lot of ways. It can protect you physically as well, and I don't mean by throwing it at someone. It can protect you because when you put it in your pocket and you carry it with you, it brings all of your chakras to life. It really amplifies them. So you're able to recognize danger as well as good things. So it will protect you in that sense where you'll recognize danger. But you'll recognize good things as well. And it's also a magnificent protective stone in other ways as well. Now, start to recognize the beauty in life. Start to recognize the blessings that we have. Sometimes we think we do not have blessings, but you know what? You have to count them. There are many blessings for you. You know what? Being born alone just think of the chances of you being born actually are 1,000,000 to 1 that you would actually be a human being right now. It's 1,000,000,000 to 1. That's why our souls play such a destiny in that. And I understand some of you have a little bit dark energy around you, but you're accepting that. You have to be able to rise above that. Understand, rise above it. So this way, that energy cannot hurt you in any way. Expand your knowledge in the spiritual way. Now, you have to have a card here that's telling you through meditation things will be good for you. But you have to expand your knowledge. I want to just show you one card. See that card? Now, as you know, I use more than one deck when I'm doing readings because I like to get a good perspective of what's happening. So you need to, educate your mind in a lot of different ways. And I don't mean that you're dumb. Don't get that impression. What I'm saying is that in a spiritual way, so that you become more aware of the things around you. Be aware. And when you really want something badly, number one is stop wanting it and start believing it's coming, because belief is the answer to everything. And number two is, think about it carefully. Weigh different scenarios, how this might work, how that might work, but don't go crazy. In other words, don't do like some people like, I'm going to keep weighing scenarios for the rest of my life. I'm going to decide this is okay, there's a problem with that. Don't do that. Look at a couple good scenarios, pick one and go with it. Stick with it. Don't start letting stones get in your way. There might be some sort of travel for you as well. Which, this card would go with the other card. The travel card doesn't necessarily have to be that you're going to move someplace or go someplace. Sometimes that travel is within. But you do have the card here that tells me also that you might be moving from one residence to another, or maybe a different job. There will be movement around you though, for sure. There's going to, whether it is movement within or in the environment around you where you're going or doing something, but it's going to positively be there. But remember, you have to move head positive. You always have to be head positive, and you must let go of yesterday. Yesterday, the past is history. The present and the future is yet to be seen. So it is history in the making. Wouldn't you rather be in the history in the making rather than stuck in yesterday's history? And when I say that, I'm saying you have to let go of everything in the past. Do not make any decisions on past things, because in reality, what might have been good yesterday might not be good today. I would tell you, in today's society, many, many things that were good yesterday are not good today at all. They are good, but not recognized as being good. So keep that in mind. Remember, expand your knowledge, your spiritual knowledge. The most important thing that I can tell you right now is that you need to expand your spiritual knowledge. Of course, I am an ordained minister. Of course, I'm a pagan minister, but I'm tremendously proud of being a pagan minister. I do everything a Christian minister does or any other minister. I perform marriages, I do counseling, and I work for the good of people. Being a pagan is not being a devil. It is a belief in the old ways. And the old ways, in my opinion, are magnificent. They were magnificent and they still are. Throw your mercy on whatever gods that you believe in. Trust them. And speak to them on a regular basis every day. Whether things are good or whether things are bad, it doesn't matter. Just every day pray and let them know that you're there and you love them. And let them know that they are there. They will help you in many, many ways. Of course, there are some things in the human world that the gods don't get in touch with, or I should say involved with, because humans are a very unpredictable bunch of people, very unpredictable. It is probably one of the main reasons that souls come into the human body, because it's such a challenge. It's such a challenge, and for them to move ahead in the evolution of the soul, they have to, be smart. They have to expand their knowledge, and so that they can move up into enlightenment. And there's no better way to do that than to get into a crazy human and try to steer that human in the right direction. Just think of the challenges of the soul. It is magnificent, the challenges of the soul, because they live thousands of times and they have to live every situation. Pretty challenging, right? A lot of times here on earth, we can't even live one situation as a human. But our soul, I always tell people, listen, I'll tell you, our soul is Indiana Jones magnified 1 billion times. It is magnificent. It has seen everything and been everywhere. But until it completely gets an understanding, it will have to continue to be reborn. And it will. Okay, so that is what I want to tell you. And remember, we do have a shop in Mount Dora at the Redinger Flea Market. We're there every Saturday and Sunday. In August, we start to make appointments during the week to do certain things. We are magnificent at doing chakra balancing and energy healing, reading cards as well. But come and see us. If you don't come and see us, we can't help you and you're losing out because we are very, very good at what we do. That is not bragging. That is years of study and practice that we have put into it. Years. As you can see, no matter what you look, I look like I'm old. I know I look young. No problem. Just kidding. I've been doing it for many years. Like 50 years. A long time, right? Okay. So, come and see us. It'd be magnificent to see you. Blessed be. Namaste. You remember 321-274-7442. And you can leave me a message or contact me that way. Thank you. Blessed be.